Hello, this is Winston Cunningham, and it is December the 15th, 2025. I spoke earlier about the 4 stages of growth, and now I want to talk about the major cycles of life. The 4 stages of growth goes like this into the major cycles of life. The first 7 years are infancy. The next 7 years are adolescence. The third set of 7 years is adulthood. And the fourth set of 7 years is wisdom, or old age wisdom. So that when those 4 cycles are completed, then a person is ready for a total or a major shift in how their life is going. When I was 28, I wrote my first song. That was a big change for me. When I was 56, I started a relationship with the lady that I only knew from past lives. And we proved this by, we were together for 7 years, and we had 2 past life crossings done. And so this verified what we both knew when we first met, is that there was familiarity there. And the age difference was enough to where it didn't make sense that there would be complete comfort from the beginning. But when you consider that we've known each other before in past lives, had a history there, then that familiarity begins to make sense. And so this relationship was important for me coming to understand more about past lives, which I've been adding to ever since. And I just turned 82, and so when I'm 84, that will be my third major happening or shift, and I can feel that coming on already. So all of the period of time when I'm 82, which is actually the 83rd year. So this coming year, I'm already into it. This coming year I will be in the process of developing to a point to where I can better understand what's happening. And this time, the third time around, I am prepared to welcome this big new shift for me. And it is about coming to terms with who I am, where I am, and what I am. And I knew pretty early on that I was going to be in this age or time frame before anything really substantial happened in the way of having my life come together. So I've known this for quite a while, but I understand it better now than I did before. I'm all covered up because we just went through some freezing temperatures, and I'd had some trouble with my heat. Got it fixed. And I just had some teeth pulled a few days ago, so I may sound a little funny. So I just put this on and go ahead and do my talk, and then I'll go to the YMCA later. But I'm not going to do my usual steam room and sauna and all that because the blood clots still need to form from pulling some teeth. So I've got some time here, and it just now warmed up enough to where I live in a travel trailer. My kitchen sink is on this end of the trailer, and the water heater is all the way on the other end. Well, when the temperature gets below about 20, and as it's been, then somewhere the cold water I leave dripping on this end, even though it comes all the way through the trailer. But the hot water will not transfer this distance without freezing. But it just before I sat down here, I turned it on to check for sure, but the temperature is warmed up. It's just above freezing at the moment. And so I've got hot water, so I'll be able to, when I finish this, I'll be able to do some dishes that I've kept waiting for a while. But life is just full of fun, you know. I can feel my life coming together, making more sense, finally. And I understand now why it always appeared to me that I would be into retirement age and by quite a while before I really reached the kind of life that I had planned. And I say planned because before I entered this body, I made the commitment to do something specific in the way of learning this lifetime, and I've made a lot of progress. The School of Metaphysics was a big part of that. Rising above religion was the first stage, and then going to the School of Metaphysics and getting some proper instruction was the second phase of that. And this third phase that I'm coming to is related more to pulling from within some important things. And I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. This is not going to be a long talk. It's just that if you're just about to turn, if you're in the late 20s or in the late 50s or past mid 50s, or if you're like myself in the lower 80s, then think about this and what kind of changes you're looking for so that you can aid in preparation, because this is the universe providing what I'm asking for, but I still have to be prepared to receive it. So this is where my work comes in, is preparing myself to receive. And just in the last few months, I've received things that, I won't go into detail there, but I've received some things that were very important to me. Not that anybody else can see, but I can see. So put attention on what's important to you, and notice that the 4 stages of growth, translated into 7 years each, infancy, adolescence, adulthood, old age, which is wisdom, see how that has fit in your life. And then if you're ready to reach one of these ages where there's a big shift coming, then you can, by giving it some thought, you will be better able to prepare yourself for what is to come. And I've come to understand that no matter what I want, my work comes in preparing myself to receive. I'm Winston Cunningham. Thank you.